can't really find anything close by. So I'll just keep working with this stuff. Let's see how good it is. I don't have a clean edge. Oops. Try to give it at least a clean edge. I don't know if it's going to do this. This stuff is pretty thick. And this hammer I have is mainly made for like denim, things like that. Like if you're going to do jeans or something, or this is really thick. Let's see. Run it this way, let it fold. Yeah. Okay, let me get all this stuff out of the way, or I'm going to end up flying it all over the place. It's almost as thick as that leather. Okay, let's see if I can run it through. Yeah, that's pretty tight. I don't know. Can't even pull it through. There it goes. Huh. I don't know. Well, let's try it. Okay. I'm going to do it by hand at the beginning of the first stitches. Yeah, it's kind of thick. It wants to spring out. So I guess if you just keep pushing it in, wow, it did it though. Wow, that's pretty cool. Shoot. Try it again. I really didn't think it would do it. You can see where I kind of lost it over there. Kind of going gung-ho on it. Again. Let's see. So long to run. Trying to make it straight. Obviously, your pattern that you have is going to be straight. Get rid of this junk. Okay. Try that again. So we'll get it started in there. We'll do it by hand again, just so I can try to guide it better. I'm doing it by hand so I can hold the thread to get it started. So my screwdriver is rattling around on the table. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, again at the end it kind of springs down, kind of caught a little bit, but you can see how it kind of lost that 1/4 inch at the very end. It's so thick it wants to spring away. But damned if it didn't actually do it. I didn't think it would. So that's the hammer. Yeah, it didn't really, you can see how it kind of off a little bit. It's because my cut wasn't really straight, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty simple. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that everything everything rattling around. I got all kinds of stuff on the table. Here's another little attachment. I never did even mount it yet. I just found it in the drawer that came on the table. And so, really didn't know what it was until I really took a good look at it. And looks like a auto cutter type of thing, or a manual cutter that's mounted to it. There's a spring here, and then there's a razor blade on it right there. And it looks like you would probably mount it because it has this little slot here. I'm thinking you just mount it to the presser foot and let it hang out the back. Then when you're done sewing, you can just lift up your material. The thread will get caught in this spring and hold it there, and the razor will go ahead and cut it. Let's try it. I'll go ahead and pinch this foot. Let's go back to our regular spring-loaded presser foot, just because. There it is. Put it up. Yeah, I'm lifting up the presser foot. If you see, I'm not using the hand lever in the back. It has a knee lift. I'm sure if you've ever worked on a industrial sewing machine, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a little lever over here that I just do that. Gives it a little bit more clearance than doing the hand lever. You can see the hand lever only goes up about that high, and then when you go ahead and use a knee lift, gives it a little bit more. So I'm not sure what the clearance is. I think I had close to a ½ inch under there before. Oh shoot, I forgot our attachment. Okay. Hope the screw is long enough. Yeah, it looks like it. Let's try it. I'll just angle it down. I guess you have to be careful when you reach down behind. Cut your finger. That corner is pretty sharp right there. If you reach around, you can just gash your, especially if you go like this and pull back, it'll cut your finger wide open. Maybe that's why it was in the drawer and not on the machine. Yeah, that's not really a good idea. Yeah, let's take a look at that again. Yeah, you can see this corner right here and right there. Here. Let me go ahead and get a good look. And you can see like right here and right there, you would reach around and grab it and that'll cut your hand wide open. Not a good idea. Probably if they went ahead and either put a guard on it right around the edge, or even just made you don't need the razor that big, just pull it up in the middle. Heck, if you miss it, you can just go down and then pull it back up and just try to aim it to the middle. But yeah, if I kept it, I would have cut this down, put the angle going the other way, so that way if my finger did go, it'll just go on that edge. Or else I'm not really a high volume seamstress anyway, so I would just cut it by hand. But let's just hook it up. And I'll just try to be careful not to cut my hand open. Wouldn't be the first time. This is not a rotating blade or something. And there you go. Here's the thread. And boom. Yep. That's kind of cool though. Good idea, but damn, kind of scary. Let's go ahead and try it. Grab some more line. Let's do some stitching. That's pretty cool. Gotta admit, it is kind of neat though. I mean, like that. Huh. Yeah. Well, let's turn on the... Yeah, it's kind of cool that way too, because it does. I was thinking about that. Instead of holding the tail, it holds it for you. So you just go ahead, do your stitching. When you're done, lift it up, pull your material out. Oops. There you go. Oh, that's the old thread. Come up, pull it off, and go ahead and sew again. No, it did. It wasn't holding the top thread very well. You can see that. Nah, I don't know. Good idea, but I don't know. That whole idea of cutting my finger open, I wouldn't want to wait until I did it to take it off. Just get a pair of scissors and cut the thread. Or they do actually have other automatic cutters for you. Have a little blade that comes out and hook it up to your machine and it'll cut it for you. But I mean, I don't like to sew very fast anyway. It's more relaxing for me. Go. Well, that's it. Thanks a lot. This is Singer 281-1. Find them around. They usually go for under $1,000. You can find one in really decent shape with a table and everything for probably about like $800. And I mean, it'll last forever. They're great machines. Good about it is they're always in demand, and if anything does go, it's going to be small things like this little spring. I changed this spring. I actually bought the whole assembly because the whole assembly was less than $10. That's with shipping, and the spring alone was, I think it was about $2.50. But I mean, at that point you might as well just get the whole thing. Those kind of go because of the thread running on that one part. Those will kind of go the same thing with these discs. They'll go ahead and get a wear pattern going, and the back one you can spin. The front one you can turn it around one time because it's notched. It's kind of clocked to go in, so you can't really move it around. But you can take it and turn it the other way to get a little bit more life out of it. They last forever, though. I mean, they'll last years and years, depending on obviously how much tension you put on it, the thickness of the thread, and how much you sew. But I mean, you're talking about like some really good machine for very low cost for maintenance. Said if you get one, just keep an eye on the oil. Make sure the oil's going. Oh, let me go ahead and show you how the oil is off of the mount and make it shake around a bit for you, get you dizzy. But there's the oiler right there, and I'll show you how the oil, when you can see the oil spring. Yeah, that wasn't full speed. That was probably about like half or so, maybe just a little over half. But since I don't really sew that fast, there's a little bit of thread there that kind of like got bundled up there. But since I don't really sew that fast, let me go ahead and keep you from bouncing around. A lot of people use these machines and they don't take it up to full speed like that, but it needs to go up that fast to get the oil flowing throughout the whole machine. So like I said, whenever you're going ahead and sewing, just every now and then go ahead and take it up to speed. Let that oil flow all around. Just make sure your thread isn't in your needle when you do it. This, I didn't have to do it because it came out when we were using that little attachment. Yeah, and just run it up just for a little bit, like how we had it going for, what is that, like 20 seconds or so, and just get the oil throughout to go through the whole machine for you, and then go ahead and sew slowly again if you want, or if you want, just go ahead and run it up to speed the whole time if you're good enough. I'm not, so I need to keep it slow or else I'll make mistakes really fast. But, well, thanks for watching, and please go ahead and comment on the video. Sorry about my lighting. My lighting's kind of bad. I'm down in my basement. I'm probably going to have some other videos going up, more sewing machines, more other machines, but go ahead and just comment, good or bad. Criticism is very well taken to help me go ahead and make better videos in the future. Thanks.